Well, they've won the last few times. The Lightning of Tentabe have been, fucking good.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Torturer.
Hello.
The Torturer is here.
Hello.
All those books that keep biting us.
Yes, yes.
Just getting the stream started here, and should be
Mm-hmm.
live. Looks good.
I like the music. I think I mentioned last time it sounds very Diablo 2-ish. Makes me want to hunt for chipped gems. to cube into what were
A lot of
chips good
skulls.
for? You could cube chips into something. Gemmed items? Socketed items? I can't remember what.
Yeah.
The Barbarian was great in that Diablo series. Whirlwind attack. Oh.
Oh yes, the original spin to win.
Yes. I had a magic item finder. I just farm Mephisto all day.
Oh, Zelda Force is about to come out. You might have some fun with that
Hey,
one.
look. Got our character, more characters on the screen now. Cool.
Mine is still loading.
Welcome, Pandora.
Hey.
Welcome. Welcome, Caster Pandora. We have way more casters. I'm just like, we have so many casters in this group, and I'm like, we have no casters. I'm so stupid.
I know, I was
I'm
a
not
little
a
bit
caster,
confused
and I
about
always
that.
play caster. It's because I'm a caster always, and I'm not, and so it's all about me in my head, right? And so I'm like, we don't have casters. Durr.
Yeah, you're boned, buddy. Forget about it.
I might say something close to that if I were playing a marshal and somehow nobody else picked a caster. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I'm like only a tank character, like some sort of barbarian or like a heavy hitter.
Mhm.
And now I'm like, I have spells. I don't know what to do with them.
Yes. Well, and as you're a cleric, right? Oh god.
No, it dies. I'm picking a warlock again. That is like the easiest magic class to do.
Yeah, you get extremely diverse choices. It's either Eldritch Blast or more Eldritch Blast.
With a little bit of hex thrown in every now and
Oh
then.
yeah,
Or Lambeth Thread.
Oh, sorry. That's very complicated. Yes, that's very true.
Yeah, one of my warlocks has fireball. It's going about as well as you think it is.
Yeah, you get like one a day. It's like, woo!
Right? Just does that.
You decided that and thought, yeah, this is okay.
Ooh, Tailspire.
Well, it looks like everybody should be in there. I know, Derek, you probably do not have control of your mini yet. That is by design.
Yep.
But we'll just go ahead and get rolling here. As you guys walk down the steps into the second basement of the death house.
What about second basement? I don't think he knows about second basement.
Sub-basement.
You hear the sounds of the chanting you had heard previously, now even louder than before.
to a decent ear, how many voices does it sound like is chanting? Numerous, countless? I don't know. I'm just
A plethora? Would you say a plethora or?
Yeah.
Corvus
I
says
don't
you
know.
tune your ear to try and determine how many voices. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Coming down the staircase, you stop for a moment to register
Yeah,
how many
put my
voices.
ear to the wall. Yeah.
You want to say you hear roughly a dozen voices, if it isn't the echoes playing tricks on your head.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. That gives me something to work with.
Ragnar bravely rounds the corner. Corner's rookie. What does the hallway reveal further, like that around the bend?
Looks pretty dark.
As you look down the hallway, you see what looks to be a much wider room. In each of the corners, there stands cubbies, so to speak. As you count, you see 13 of them, each of which hold a small altar with an item sitting atop it. And at the far corner of the room, a body lies on the floor.
All right.
Items. Does the body appear to be moving at all?
You see this slow rise and fall of the body's chest. Appears to be breathing still.
On it. Do you want me to go ahead and yield cure or something like that? I'm out of the way over here. No.
Yeah, we might want to go see on the ground who's there before we start healing stuff.
Good idea. For all we know, it could be that crazy lady.
I'll poke it with the butt end of my axe, like nudge. Oh, and you got gotta point out the bird statue
the
over
birds.
here.
Does the body look familiar to any of us? Oops.
None of you know this character.
All right. Do we just want to like commit and go?
Yeah.
Okay, commit and just have the healing word. If they try and kill us, we can just knock them back out again. So.
Yeah, Kragnar readies his axe.
Ow.
Bird
Okay,
karate.
that's 1d4 plus 5. You guys owe me for this because this is my last spell slot.
Oh, fuck. That might have been a bad choice.
I messed that up. I know what I'm doing.
Wait.
7.
Who are you people?
Well, who are you? That's what you want to know.
I believe I asked first.
Well, there's more of us than there are of you. What's your name?
My name's Meryl.
Meryl, I'm Tarok. Our group here has been lost in this strange land for a while. What are you doing here?
I heard some strange noises, so I came to investigate. Next thing I know, I'm down here looking up at you people.
Well, you made some considerable progress on your own. What happened to you exactly? How did you end up incapacitated here alone?
Someone hit me in the back of the head.
I see.
Wanting to return the favor.
The victim, I see.
Trick Meryl, like trick Kragnar. You hear a skull war-painted half-orc say.
You? Well, I thank you for helping me. But if it's all the same to you, I'd rather continue on.
Meryl, by curiosity, what are you looking for when you're here? Did you try anything with those altars by any chance? It's basically a crow person, a raven folk, just asking you all those questions.
I was unfortunately not. I got knocked out before I ever had the chance.
And did you hear?
Although, actually, no, that's not right.
Fortunate for you, we came along. You could be getting gnawed on by a ghoul by now.
Or eaten by book.
But if I hear them chanting one more time, somebody's getting flung into a wall. So, like, let's figure that out first, and then we can figure out how we all got here afterwards. Cool?
Almost as if
Cool.
on cue, the chanting ceases.
No.
You had to say something.
Too soon.
Well, it appears that solves one of your problems.
Basically, Terra goes with the same voice as Pandora goes, if I hear the chanting one more time...
Look here. Treasure chest.
Maybe I'll have a look at it before anybody touches things and starts breaking them.
Yeah, don't touch anything without checking it, because the one time we didn't check for something, it tried to eat us.
Tarok is going to try to see if there's anything fishy around that chest. I'm guessing you're
Roll
busy.
a investigation check there, Tarek.
Yes, I will. Not bad. That'll be a 16.
You take a look around the box, taking care to check for any traps that may be in the nearby area. You find none, but you do see that the box has an interesting looking dial on the right side of it.
I'll take a closer look at it.
I'll help.
You find you're able to turn it.
Are there any numbers or symbols on the dial?
There are not. It is more of a crank, almost.
Okay.
I apologize. My dog heard the wind.
You're okay.
I've seen a message. I'm missing it.
Dogs are a lot quieter in the background than they are in our ears, so no worries. I always think my dogs are like on 100 volume, and people are like, "No, it's all good." Can't hear anything.
Okay. Couldn't hear a thing. What is it for real?
They're just deafening me with my noise canceling headphones on. If you do turn it, Tarek, you'd find that it begins to play a soft tune. It sort of sounds similar to the music you probably hear in your ears right now.
Oh.
The sad instrumental tone. And it's a music box, obviously.
Okay. And there are 13 altars around. This might have something to do with this music box.
So let's bet there's a dead child somewhere in this room.
Ragnar smash.
No.
Please do not.
As you look around the various items of the room, none of them stand out as of monetary value. These seem to be sentimental items, but purposeful in some way, certainly.
Alright. So I'm guessing the items are what we're seeing on the screen is what we're really seeing on the altars. That would make sense.
What about this like glowy one over here in the corner?
I'm so sorry today, guys. My computer, it's like my mouse has decided not to work anymore. I think my computer's reaching some of its physical limitations right now.
Don't worry, my computer's in the same part, same world. Whoa, English.
Try power cycling.
I need to.
Ragnar suggests turn off, turn on.
This is very solid Geek Squad advice.
Tried and true.
That globe that you see in the corner is indeed a sphere. It's also held in place by what looks to be like two ram's horns, and it has a purplish pinkish tinge to it. It looks to be a crystal ball of some kind.
Okay, cool.
If I turn the dial, does it do anything to any of the altars?
No, as you crank the little crank, it just sort of makes that sad song. And you could tell that the music box is long since been played, as it sort of snaps through a couple of the strings with a twing and a twang, a twang, every note or so.
Is there a specific one? It seems to be relating to any of the altars. Which one's the twing, or is it just random?
It is completely random. You're not able to pick up any kind of a sequence from these sounds.
Okay.
A good thought, though.
All right. Can I, like, Indiana Jones this and
Yes.
go over to something that's not, like, go over to something and pick it up and try and replace it with, you know what? We're not going to replace it. I'm just going to pick it up.
I would say there's like a fair few amount of stones on the ground that look to be a similar size, perhaps similar weight to the crystal ball in front of you, if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah, I'm just going to pick up the crystal ball, and then, like, if something happens, we're just going to put the stone on it. But, like, for funsies, because what's the worst that can happen?
Famous last words.
Famous last words, exactly.
Famous-
On the altars at some point, so
famous last words.
too impulsive.
As you pick up the crystal ball, the silence and the lack of chanting is instantly replaced by a new chant.
Oh no.
He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land. The voices grow deep. They no longer sound human. They sound as though they are part of the winds that rasp outside in the cold, misty night of Barovia.
Nope. Putting that ball back on there. Nope.
And though you
And-
replace the ball, the chanting seems to continue.
Oh.
For the record, I did not do anything.
Mhm.
As Corvus walks around and looks at the alcoves, this one with the shadowy crow statue catches his eye, and he feels compulsed to touch it. Compulsion or something else, and he reaches out and touches the statue. Out of like a moment of impulsivity, curiosity. Oh, shit.
Where'd you go, Corvus?
Corvus,
lose
find
to
that-
curiosity.
I'll get him.
the statue itself is crystalline, but it's a perfect onyx black, except for that ruby red eye. You
And nothing
find
happened
that
when I
the
touched
wing is loose and can be turned just ever so slightly,
Interesting.
causing it to mimic flapping, so to speak.
So right now the wings are folded, and they can be. It's clear they can be raised,
As
like
you
changing how the statue stands or whatever.
Precisely, yeah. They sit down, but as you touch the statue, you find you can push the wing upward. causing
Well,
the
I'll
bird-
do just that. I'm feeling very curious right now. So there, I don't think at all before just manipulating it.
Behind you, you hear the portcullis door down the hallway open.
Startled Corvus. Jack, I guess I did it.
Hmm. Well, I'll
Kragnar
Before we-
looks at
potion, yeah.
yeah, and he tilts his head and tries to read the label. Medicine.
Tarak will actually read the label for him.
Does it seem like the chanting is coming from the direction of the portcullis that opened?
It does, and you find that there is no label on it, but instead what looks to be a love note. Drink this and join me, my love. Written in what looks to be, well, not to be judgmental to all the fellas out there, but something too neat to be a man's hand script.
Oh, that's nope.
Not.
Immediately, Terra goes to Ragnar. Goes. This seems to be something that would be really wise not to judge. Knowing the female. History.
Lady died an untimely death, or like knew she was going to die, or knew she was going to die before the dude, and then read that, and that's like a potion of eternal life or something like that. I don't know, man. That's my current running guess.
It's more like a suicide pact to me.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the feeling I'm getting.
Yeah, probably, but also like, ugh.
Yeah.
A medicine here.
How about we just leave that alone?
Well, I wonder what would cause such affluent people to form such a pact. Such a grim pact.
Out of curiosity, I'll look at the parchment over there.
You see that the parchment has something inside of it. It's almost crumpled up into sort of like a... almost like a hobo's pouch, if you've ever seen one of those. A flat blanket folded up on all corners to make it a makeshift bag. Same is done with the parchment, but there's something definitely crumpled inside that paper.
What's inside the paper?
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna start the apocalypse. Just look at it.
I keep hearing nothing for short periods of time, and then you guys sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks for 15 seconds. There's definitely something going on with my internet connection that's gonna make it tough for me to respond to you guys tonight. So hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can fix this real quick.
It's all good, man.
Use my skills.
Reconfigure DNS settings.
I have a strong feeling that it's something to do with this stream, so if worst case scenario, I can just cut these little
all good
sources out.
Through dummy IP address.
Yeah, live streaming and running the server for 6 clients is probably eating all of your bandwidth on Wi-Fi.
That'd be a funny memories of a past life, like some half-orc barbarian that was an IT guy in a former life.
If you had an Ethernet connection, you'd probably be good, though.
I think that did it. I think just removing those for now until I can figure out why my internet's connection is so slow is fix the problem. Too many things.
Probably using a lot.
All right, so
you were asking what is in the paper, right?
Yes, I was.
I figured. All right, so if you stick your fingers in there, you would unpleasantly find that there's something mushy and also sticky inside.
Nope, I'm sticking my fingers right out of there and just like going like.
It's also quite a terrible smell coming out of the bag as well.
Here, let me see it.
I don't even want to know what's in there.
I'll take it. We'll take it and open it.
Do a nature check real quick, Pandora.
All right. Cool. What is my nature?
I was scared of getting a constitution check right there.
No.
All right.
If you ate it, maybe.
Oh, fuck no. Well, although ravens are eating. Like,
yeah.
That's
hey. You're not wrong. Well, you surprisingly, even with that roll, know what this is. You know it's droppings of some sort. What kind of droppings, you don't know.
The fuck is wrong with these people?
But it's like a ashy color, but it's coated with like a film of white. It almost looks like ash.
Over, mildly interested.
Corvus?
He looks at the droppings and says, "Let me take a look." Yeah. And this is kind of gross, but he takes his finger and rubs some of the droppings between his thumb and index finger, and then smells it a little bit.
Oh no!
Corvus, go ahead and well, you know what, Pandora, I'm just gonna say Corvus is assisting you. So go ahead and roll another nature check here. Let's see what you get.
All right. Plus.
I like how there's cold.
How? How?
Same score. Wow.
How?
You get this just putrid smell just wafts into your nose, Corvus, and it is definitely something you're familiar with. It's on the tip of your tongue, but at the current moment, that chanting in your ears is drawing your attention.
Okay, so my dice is.
It's not the dice. It's not the dice. Just fate.
It's not the dice. It's me.
No,
It's just.
it's not you. It's
So
it's horrible, horrible fate.
Well, if
Damn
you have
bro,
guidance, I guess I should start using it a little more liberally.
I do not have guidance yet.
Oh man, I guess it's
I know.
uneven.
Listen, man, I have channel divinity. That's it.
So, before we keep going, do you guys want to keep exploring the items to see if we find anything interesting, or do you guys want to keep carrying on?
What if we just?
There's another path too.
Yeah. My question is, what if we just took them and shoved them all on the floor, or like broke one?
You might want to look at all of them before we start Smash.
Yeah, but also, like, you know.
You play.
They were
You
put there for a
you
reason, but
do
the
play a
reason
bar.
is not relevant to us.
You do play barbarian normally.
Yeah.
First instinct, smash. All right. I'm just gonna move all the way there and look at that stone tablet over there. Just look at it and not touch it yet.
I'm going to keep an eye at the passageway area.
Yeah, Corvus is going to walk over to this other corridor and peer down it with his dark vision.
Chipmunk on him again.
He's probably sitting in silence right now, like, what the hell? Why isn't anybody talking?
Yeah, but honestly, this gives me time to update notes, so I will take it.
Nope,
Yeah,
I
I've
came back at the perfect time to hear absolutely none of the stuff that was actually directed towards me.
Nope.
That's exactly what we thought was happening.
I was just about to be like, oh man, you take for granted being able to hear people, and then when you can hear people like clearly and well, you're like, oh, this is so awesome.
So basically,
For me.
we had Kragnar looking down the corridor, making sure everything coming up. Corvus looking around that corridor, and me looking at the tablet, all at the same time.
Okay, so the tablet part I did hear, and I was gonna just respond to you about that. You see, etched on the name of the tablet, Bublik Durst, Bublic. And this tablet is like, it looks like a gravestone, but it looks like it has taken some damage, either weathered from time or perhaps from transport down here, but it's definitely been moved from its original home, as there's certainly no body underneath this slab.
So it's an epitaph.
Tribute of some sort, certainly.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, how is that spelled?
Bublic.
Okay, cool.
Okay. If I try to does it do anything? I'm still gonna die.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sorry, you said I'm gonna try to. Does it do anything?
If I shift it.
Shift it. Got it. If you move it, it doesn't do anything. You hear the kind of the stone grind on stone, but nothing ominous happens. You find that it's, while it's relatively heavy, it's still easy enough to move on the stone tablet itself.
Is there anything written underneath it? Or behind?
You shift it around a few inches, you don't see anything underneath it besides dust and dirt. Nothing behind it. And one thing
Can I
in
just
common.
go-
Anybody else want to look at something else? Nope,
Sorry.
go ahead.
One thing
No,
in
me.
common that they all have is, a single individual thing on them. Or if they have more than one thing, it's multiple of the same.
Okay.
But that's one thing you
Yeah.
notice from observing them all.
Anybody else want to look at something else? Or do I...
Yeah, can I just start going around the room and just picking stuff up off the altars?
Maybe one at a time. Give time.
Trickery domain? Are you trickery domain? Trickery domain?
Twilight. I know, my plan is just pick it up, see if it.
I love it.
If not,
I
put
love
it down, just move.
I'm for it. 100%.
Alright,
I like the Indiana Jones move too.
Which item would you say you start with as you do this?
Probably whatever I'm in front of right now. I can't really see what it is, but
There's a raven, I think, directly in front of you. The one that had opened the door earlier.
yeah, I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna start making my way clockwise around the room.
Making my way.
I'm making my way.
You find that the raven itself is adhered to the stone tablet. The first of the items you haven't been able to lift.
Well, that makes
Ooh.
sense. If a switch is
Yeah.
built into it, you can't just pick it up.
My computer's bugging out. Hold on. Right there.
This is a dusty old looking cap. But as you pick it up, nothing happens besides a strong stench of, well, what smells like must.
Cool.
Okay.
So far, only the orb with the ram horns has done anything weird.
Yeah, you already messed with that.
Yeah. I could just break it.
Yeah, no, wait, there might be a spirit in there. So I might just keep it in one piece, please. Cleric needs to calm down.
At this point, you should probably just bring the orb with.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the orb and replace it with a stone that's like kind of the same ish size.
You already triggered whatever was triggering. I don't think
Yeah.
you can mess with the stone.
Yeah, well, in case like some like undead something comes in here, another ghost child.
Where you pick up the orb
Don't
and
think it's an important stone.
replace it with a nearby stone. And you're relieved to see that nothing ominous occurs in the room.
Right? So whatever happened, happened. Already.
Okay. Which is that chanting still like happening?
Yes,
Yep,
and
we
it
probably hear
grows.
even louder now.
It grows. I wouldn't say louder. I would say darker is the word I want to use to describe it.
Great.
All right, I'm good. All right, before the cleric has more time to smash something, I'm gonna look at the arrows in front of me. What seems to be arrows.
Each of the tips of these arrows gleam, shine brilliantly, even in the darkness.
Ooh, maybe magic.
Taking him.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to ask anybody here knows anything about. Could maybe help me identify some magic, possibly magic items.
I can try.
I could probably help with that too, yes. Also,
So maybe
I like archery, so, you know.
are they bolts or arrows?
They're definitely arrows.
Okay. Damn it. All right, so maybe somebody can help me with some magic over here. I'm not so knowledgeable about it.
Okay.
Corvus is going to walk over and pick up one of the arrows and examine it closely.
Meryl's probably going to do the same.
So Meryl and Corvus, both interested in the arrows, head over and take a look. Go ahead and roll with advantage there, Meryl. And you're going to roll survival.
15?
You take
Dang,
care
if
to
only
pick
I
the
were
arrow
making that
up
roll.
carefully. And make sure that you don't touch the tip of it, as you have no idea what could be dipped in or contaminated with in a place like this.
Very true.
But you're able to
Yes,
see.
that's why I used the word carefully.
But you're able to see pretty plainly that the tips of these arrows have been silvered. And the craftsmanship is such that though they look old, and like they've been down here for some time, covered in dust, a slight amount of cobwebs, they are in exquisite condition.
All right. I have a bow. Does anybody else uses a bow here?
I do, but if it's your primary armament, then you can have the arrows.
It is not, but I can use it to hit from a distance, as I don't have any other means of hitting something at a distance.
Well, Meryl doesn't really use a bow, so he kind of just lost interest.
So,
How many arrows are there?
You count 13 exactly.
Yeah, well,
do you,
grab them and stuff them into my quiver.
all right. If you want to use them, that's perfect. I'm more stabby than shooty.
Yeah, if we need to, hand them out or something for a plan, we could do that. No problem. Don't worry, we'll get more of these, by the way. Silver arrows are very important in Barovia. And Corvus states this matter-of-factly.
I'm curious as to why. I know. It's fine. No need to explain. All right. I don't know. It's a very strange land.
Has anyone checked this jewelry
there's-
box I guess I'm looking at in front of me?
To what?
Or is that a chest? A small chest in front of Meryl? Right now?
No, nobody looked at it.
Oh.
You can look at it, I guess.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
And this land of shadows is practically crawling with creatures vulnerable to silver. You'll see. I just know it.
Meryl, in front of you, well, I'm sure it looks like a beautiful textbook or jewelry box of some kind encrusted with some kind of gem. Tailspire just doesn't have shitty, moldy-looking books, unfortunately, and this is a shitty, moldy-looking book. But as you pick it up, you find, interestingly, the pages of the shitty, moldy-looking book are terrifyingly blank. The cover blank as well. And though rotted and faded, it's not rotted and faded such that the text is simply gone. There's never any title or text in this book that you can tell.
Either this is a great, or at least a resource. That's how I printed this. Or there's something more.
Yep. Probably just put that back.
Yeah, books here tend to be mean.
Alright. Meryl will set it back down.
All right, so next item, probably the trap. Unless somebody else... Well, actually, I might give somebody else a turn. No? All right, trap it is.
That works.
I think we're gonna... I think our DM is again ghosting. So let's say something very mean about him. So that when he comes back, he thinks we're actually saying mean things to him.
You know what? Oh, he's still not back yet.
Nope.
Kragnar, are you actually looking down that hallway?
Oh, that was me.
Oh.
Yes, I'm peering down the hallway and using my dark vision to see what I can see. Sneakily.
Fix that for you, sorry.
Mhm.
You see that there is what looks to be alternate pathway. The chamber that the hallway that Kragnar looks down leads to some kind of a chamber below. But the pathway that you've found here, Corvus, seems to lead looping around it, perhaps. You see it dead ends almost, but no, there's a turn to the left, just at the end of this hallway.
Yeah, can see the torchlight.
See a doorway just at the end of the hall.
And
This might be a good idea. Frontal attacks are not much my thing.
Would you like me to go in
So-
front? I'm not the stealthiest,
you could
but
also use this to attempt a pincer maneuver.
Splitting the group, good idea. But,
we can
yes.
just go down the stairs like normal people.
Well,
We could do that, yes.
Kragnar like lady idea.
I'm with Corvus on this one. It might be interesting to go look around. So, what do we do? Corvus, what do you think?
Well, we should probably scout out this back area, and if it's clear, we could sneak the ranged attackers in to hopefully not be stuck on the ground behind the front line.
All right.
But we'd have to go sneak over and explore this area, and there could be threats back there, of course. So if we're going to do this, we should do it together.
All right. So, do you want me to go take a look ahead and try not to be seen in the way?
I'll scout it with you if
All
you'd like.
Tarak is going to try to slowly make his way forward with this friend Corvus, his newfound stealthy, backstabby friend.
All right, Corvus will cast
Oh, no need to
guidance on
cast.
himself
Oh, on himself. That's good.
and stealth with Tarak.
With your dark vision, you can see that the cobbles that lie in front of you are broken and crumbled, and they crunch underneath your feet like gravel.
Extremely good for stealth.
Listen, man,
Carefully
All right.
move up
kind of stealth anywhere, you might be out of luck.
and peek into the room.
Kragnar quiet like a
We'll
fox.
stick to the door. I'll attempt to open the door as quietly as possible.
Well, you might want to try to check for traps first.
Well, then you get on that.
Good. You did. You said already. Let's go for it. I'm not going to check for every single door. So, yep. Whatever Corvus did, that's what's happening.
Yeah, all right. It's too late. I reached out and I'm going to quietly creak the door open. Very creaky.
You find that the door is locked, but yes, it is definitely probably in need of some kind of a grease or oil. And you find that the room in front of you is some kind of a desecrated tomb. Skeletons lie on the floor of the room, on either side of you as you walk in. And in one of the corners, a pile of skulls stacked atop one of the stone pillars.
Seems we found their dungeons.
Indeed. And a crypt-like hallway lies ahead.
Do you want to explore said dungeons, or can we just assume there's a bunch of dead bodies of people who they just shoved down here? Probably sacrifices.
Do the skeletons have anything on them? Or they're just skeletons with tattered clothes? I'm basically looking for trinkets.
Gotcha. Items, weapons. You don't see any personal effects. Just skeletons and, like you said, withered clothing, tattered clothes.
All right.
But there are more in the corner.
Well, let's go see that corner then. Without touching, of course.
So you guys step about 10 or 15 feet into the room. The ceiling above the awning of the door you just walked in collapses behind you. Filling the entrance with stone, locking you in to the room you're in currently.
Of course.
Would any of us have heard that?
Going back that way.
Do we hear this?
Yep, good
You
question.
would hear a large sound of rubble falling in the next room, certainly.
Okay.
Sounds like your friends may have run into some trouble.
Ragnar will head that away.
Camera seems I have to too. Okay.
All right,
Oddly enough, the chanting does not stop or falter one bit
Oh, no,
from
I'm
the
stuck
sound
on the
of
wall.
this.
Let's see, where are we?
Actually, I would like to try something. Corvus stares at the pile of stone blocking the door for a moment and thinks, and then he decides to cast a cantrip, and he attempts to cast Mold Earth to move the debris.
Smart.
All right, cool. It's probably better than my plan.
I had to look
Smash?
through my spell list to remember I had this cantrip.
It's one of the best chosen one, that actually. That's a good one. When you need it.
Yeah, you can use it to create difficult terrain, too.
Interesting.
Alright, you're able to make...
So with each cast of the spell, it can move 5 cubic feet of earth.
Yeah, you're able to make a 5-foot cubic doorway for yourself.
Enough for both of us to squeeze through.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
I won't mess with it any further then.
All right. Do we want to carry on, or? We are feeling trapped.
Okay. Not crushed.
I left you alone for 5 minutes. Not even.
They are like children.
This chamber is a bit unstable for sure, yes. So, would you like to explore it or not?
Thunderhoof clan calls that Captain Obvious.
Well, there might still be that. We're fine. We might still be able to find that way forward. I'm just a very curious bird.
You want us to stay here or go back to passageway?
You may find some advantage in exploring the dungeon, but I won't force you to.
Oh, that'd be interesting going forward and looking at more stuff.
I'm with.
I'm all for doing it.
Climb into the room.
As you walk deeper into the room, you begin to count the amount of skeletons that you see, and then you stop doing that after a very short period of time. It is disgusting how many people have been brutally brought to this place and obviously murdered, sacrificed, or killed in the name of some senseless act, or perhaps cult. As you walk further and further into the dungeons, you recognize that this is exactly that. A place to store the cult's prisoners and to keep them until they meet their dismal fates. You see shackles attached to walls on all sides in every cell. How many people met their end here? How many people cried for their loved ones? Too many. As you walk down the hallway, Corvus, you see what looks to be a small window etched into the stone in front of you. Behind
Corvus,
it,
unable to resist, goes over and
you see a
kneels
set
down
of
and
double
peers into it.
doors with a chain looping around both handles, crudely keeping it locked shut from this side. The chain is rusted and old. Looks to have been here for years.
Corvus looks back to the group and says, it seems there was another way out.
We were not wrong to seek sideways. But now we need to figure out a way to communicate to the other people that we're all in the same. We're all here, or there's a monk just walking around over there.
Well, judging by the noise, there's at least a dozen, voices in there making that noise. So it might be advantageous for us to attack from two sides if we're going to be fighting outnumbered, rather than us being pigeonholed into that corridor, the other corridor with the portcullis.
The only problem with that is that means we'd be splitting up.
Of course.
We'll be entering the same room, though. We'll be entering the
Ragnar,
same room.
not afraid. Go by self.
I don't know. We can send the front workers just from the normal side, and the more shifty ones, the ones from the darkness, can help on this side. Who wants
Ragnar
to go?
he pokes Pandora. You seem like
I
you fight.
can. Yes, I can fight, and I can also. I'm not stealthy, so do not put me in the back of the group. But I can take a hit, so I don't mind being in the front.
Oh, fucking damn.
And caster might feel more protected if some wall of strength was in front of him. So maybe you should go with them.
Okay.
We go now.
Yes. I suggest me, the druid, and maybe the monk stay on this side. Bird brother.
Brother.
Okay.
Visible?
Yes, exactly.
Should probably come up.
During that time, Truck is going to crawl, while you go into position, Truck is going to try to crawl through the hole and see if he can deal with that chain.
Oh no, I'm in the wall. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Chuck, you see that the chain, like I said, it's rusty, it's old, it looks brittle.
I'll try to pull on, try to, and I'm breaking it, it might make some noise. Can I still try to unlock it?
Corvus whispers a prayer and casts guidance on Tarak. So add a d4 when he asks you to roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll Thieves' Tools there. I'm so sorry,
I'm gonna
guys.
have to
I'm
roll.
just getting
Hey, hi, buddy. You're doing fine.
nothing
Yeah, we
but-
hear you well, at least.
Yep. I hope my voice doesn't come back all sped up on the stream, because Ragnar, wait in the hallway doesn't sound quite as good.
What's the command for rolling?
exclamation R space and then
Ah.
D20 plus your 5 there.
That's good.
Ooh, we'll take
I
it.
don't think. Yeah, I don't need the guidance. I'm good.
You quietly and calmly are able to remove the chain and lock from the door without really making a sound at all.
Perfect. And then I'll wait until I hear some noise on the other side, and make a gesture to the other ones to get in line and get ready to move through the window.
We go.
Wait a minute. Good Lord.
Where's the caster? Meryl. Oh, he hasn't moved yet.
I'm here.
You're supposed to be on the other side.
Gotcha.
Okay,
There you go.
cool.
Okay.
I'm on the floor. Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
That's close.
Candles.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people
What
there.
is the gross-looking, creepy thing?
Oh, did you all decide to go through the main entrance?
Yeah, we're in. We're
Yeah.
in. We're in.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
You guys, as you walk down that hallway, you hear the chanting continue. And it is now almost indescribable, the baritone depth you hear. I think that's the deep one.
You're right. Did me and Tarak get through the door?
Oh, we're waiting. We haven't opened the door yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
You see
No,
in front of you what
it's
looks
unlocked.
like a massive blob, slimy and dripping and ooze and goop in almost all directions. It has what look to be orifices. Some look like nostrils, others look like ears. And you see also appendages sticking out of the massive blob. You notice almost for sure an arm, and then a foot, and then another leg, but it's poking out of what would be the shoulder of the beast if it had the form of a human.
Gross.
But it most certainly doesn't.
Does it look like it's a... Kragnar would take out his javelin, one of his bone javelins.
So what's happening with the guys on the side, though?
Chuck it. Oh, there's guys on the side?
Yeah, there's guys on the side. Just maybe wait out.
They're chanting.
Hmm.
I mean,
I think he'd
someone had
still
to be
chuck...
doing it.
He's going to chuck a javelin at this thing. It's just too big and gross.
The chant is actually surprisingly coming from some Dolby speakers in the corner of the room.
Yeah, well,
no, it's
I guess
coming
we're
from the
making fun.
cultists. Correct.
Real quick, I am going to touch. Hold on.
And as you enter
Gonna
the
have to do that
room,
speaker's trick later with magic.
the chanting
I'm gonna-
stops. The featureless stone
Okay.
pillars that support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall shows murky water dripping from it.
Reach in the west wall. Okay. Okay.
In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form a platform. And you see this disgusting, shambling mound sitting before you. All of the chanting stops, the cultists now quiet, gathered around. They all suddenly turn to you.
You.
Each of them pointing an accusing finger.
Love it.
One must die. One must die. One must die. And the chanting grows louder as they begin to creep slowly towards you.
Chip.
Could you maybe just stay there?
Yeah, I've been playing Resident Evil 4 lately, so I've been getting a lot of that.
Yeah, Kragnar would like to rage. He would pound his chest 3 times, snort through his nostrils, spin his axe a couple times, and just go straight at swinging at this guy over here.
Okay, that's a thing that's happening. I am going to touch.
Guys, let's just give time to God to maybe
Oops,
react before we do anything.
probably a good idea.
You hear a
He's
massive belch from what sounds like one of the orifices on this shambling mound. And a gurgly voice that says, "They want you to make a sacrifice. One of you to save all of you. Give us one, and you all may
counterpoint, how about we just give you one of the cultists?
Oh, please, they were already sacrificed ages ago. Also, you see what your job will be for the rest of eternity.
I would not sacrifice my servants.
Well, that seems very unfair.
What if we tried to leave without sacrificing?
Hold on. By sacrifice, is it like a death thing, or is it just something else? And why are you sacrificing?
Yeah, the one must die is
Oh yeah, the one must die.
These things
alright.
don't seem to want to talk
On my end, so I did not hear that.
This is a tense situation, all right?
No.
Not all things are going to be written down and recorded in stone. And I would say that's probably one you'd want to delete from the memory books. But yeah, they're saying clearly that they want one of you to die in order to save the rest of you. They're asking for a mortal soul to be sacrificed.
Ragnar nuts, sacrifice soul.
What were you saying, Gon?
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
I'm rather attached to my soul, so I'm gonna have to say no.
Corvus is going to mutter to himself, "Oh, enough with this nonsense," and he breaks this idiotic conversation with a very loud noise, and he casts Thunderwave straight into the group of cultists. And suddenly a loud bang issues across the room, and the room shakes and dust falls, and we're in combat now.
Before we get into combat, I am going to touch hold on. I'm going to touch Mr. Queckle on the shoulder and give him Vigilant Blessing.
You are so cool, thank you.
Oh, nice.
And I'm putting it in the chat so that it actually means something. Hold on.
That's cool.
I feel like Scotty over here. I'm like, I'm giving her all she's got to my computer.
He's like, whoa, I want to do this before initiative. God.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my hardest to get all this stuff straight before I have to do a whole bunch of things in Discord. Because Discord's been real slow. You know what? It is 8:50. Let's do this. Let's take a quick 5-minute break so I can hammer my computer with a sledgehammer real quick.
I like it.
We'll be back.
No break.
Yeah, you get
It works.
It's okay. You guys get a soda, get a water, get a bio break in. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, I'm questioning though. Before you guys go on leave, like the DM can go like deal with this stuff. Like we know their rituals are shit, right?
I think they all left you, man.
The rituals they were doing did nothing.
It never said that it was rituals that they were doing. It was just rituals.
Well, it was the guy's book at the top, right?
It wasn't it wasn't, if I remember correctly, it wasn't like a ritual book on like that involved a lot of people. It was stuff like
something
it was a turn water into wine book, if I recall correctly.
Well, the ones at the top were like we found were like about like summoning rituals for undead and eternal life and things like that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what this is.
Yep, and Aaron unfortunately is not here, but he would have definitely told you that those were complete BS. Like none of those things made any sense. It was all just like bullshit to like convince other people that, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing or know what I'm talking about. So whoever was writing that was trying to convince people of something or basically get people to drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, so I'm thinking one of us must die. Might be bullshit as well, but that's something we'll discuss after the bio break.
The undead.
I messaged him too, by the way, because I have no idea where he is. I just realized that he's not here. I was like, oh my god. I was like, man, he's been really quiet so far. And then I looked in Discord and I saw he's not in the chat.
That's true. We didn't even know this. He dropped out. Like, he was there though.
I thought he was too. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? He just messaged me. Uh-oh. He's got something going on. Family emergency.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Hope everything's
Sucks.
okay.
Indeed. Oh, I forgot to roll for my spell. I should probably do that or I'll forget.